Cristiano Ronaldo, Suey. Cristiano Ronaldo, Suey.
What up, guys? Welcome back. We're here. We're finally ready to go. And we have our second game for the evening through a bit of a messy one. I wasn't sure whether we had a game or not at one point, but we do have a game. We've got Xcite Gaming here up against Clinical ESports. And looks as though... One second, let me just... right. Just letting the guys know because we're in the lobby and we're ready to go. So yeah, Xcite Gaming up against Clinical ESports. There'll be a few names that you guys do recognise. I'll quickly show you guys what the teams are saying. So Xcite Gaming, Mr. Terry Yog, Mr. Noons, what a handsome man, Best Dimples EU, alongside Charlie, D, and Desire. And then Clinical ESports is Rich, Charlie, another Charlie. They like to make it easy for me. And Tank and Farzi. So I don't believe I've casted these lads before. On Clinical ESports. I'm pretty sure I've casted a few of the Xcite Gaming lads, though, on their side of things. But we're not messing around, guys. We're going straight in towards our map number 1 on the Berlin hardpoint. Just making sure to see. Yeah, we are loading in. So we're not messing around this evening, guys. We're straight back in. And we'll see what these boys have got on offer for us here in Division 3. And Keon, you get to watch the best Division 3 team of all time. Exactly, mate. Exactly. We're blessed. We're blessed. I see Mr. Noons. He's on loan, so to speak, from the RAF. Everyone knows what this boy's all about. I just want the major cast. Well, get a team, Hams. You haven't had one all year, so I don't want to hear it. Well, apart from when you're on the RAF. But yeah, guys, Xcite Gaming versus Clinical ESports here in Division 3. Down in the passion pit of ACCL once more. And we're going to get it started off with a nice little Berlin hardpoint. So our maps this evening, guys, for anyone wondering, is double Berlin and triple Tuscan. So it's an interesting setup here of maps between these two. No Bocage, no Gav. Just solely Berlin and Tuscan. So we'll see what both respective teams have got in offer for us here. And already Clinical ESports with a really clinical start, to be fair to them. They've already accumulated 25 seconds off the P1. They've got everyone locked in, and their kills are going very much in their favour at the moment, as Tank's going to manage to fly around the corner, get shot in the back. But Charlie, again, mopping up the pieces. So Clinical, 30 points to the good. They will get the scrap time, and more importantly, they've got 2 players already here for New. D's going to drop to the shots of Rich. Farzi will grab 1 kill onto Nooney as well. So this is looking like a very, very strong start here. Xcite Gaming need to try and get something going. They've had no foothold in the early stages of this hard point. Hams, you know I'm always down to team. Don't tempt me. But Xcite Gaming now finally getting some scores on the board here. Rich is slowly working his way down this dock side. He is probably going to wait for his team to try and coordinate something. There's one for Rich, looking for a second onto CN as well, out the back. And there's another kill that comes through onto Charlie. So Rich mopping up players. Meanwhile, inside the hill, though, Nooney will fall. D will fall as well. And that is a clean wipe once again for Clinical ESports. So the patience pays off. They allow Xcite Gaming to get around 20 seconds. And now they've got to be careful not to overextend too far, because there's going to be a couple of players just beneath Desire here as he takes down one. The trade, though, imminent as D throws himself at the previous hill. And Charlie going to try and work his way in, but the Charlie on the opposite side has absolutely none of it himself. And now Terry just waiting for the right time to push in through fire. He's got help in the form of D. In he goes. Not going to collide any single bullets with him out the back there, and Farzi out the back will fall. So 3 fall on the side of Clinical. Rich is still out the back, though, just playing it carefully. The shot's a little bit wayward, but he will get 1. D is just progressively trying to push him out, and that's exactly what they do. They will need to try and reinforce Terry in the hill, and Tank is just going to absolutely fry him as he tries to push in through the front. D, meanwhile, out the back, can't win more than 1. Nooney's going to get caught out again here as D manages to push himself out towards a 5 streak here. So big important kills coming through for D as he makes them 6 now in a row. 10 and 5. Strong start from him. Looking for the 7th onto Rich, but he can't quite get it. Rich is going to manage to drop him, so no streak will go in favour of Xcite Gaming. And Nooney going to mop up a couple of players. Charlie's going to drop Farzi as well. So this is a really good hold on P3. You can already see that Charlie's rotating, and the Charlie on the side of Clinical is going to try and hunt him down. I think they know he's out here. They definitely know now, as the firing line of Clinical ESports players just locate him, lock onto him, and drop him. And D working his way around the back. Terry is working his way onto streaks. Can he get some nice shots onto Charlie? Yes, he can. Good work there from Terry. Yog, yog. If you know the song, you know. And Clinical still just waiting again for reinforcements, but Xcite Gaming, they've really hit a different stride here in this later stage, and now with Terry on a 5 streak, they've got to be careful not to feed him a potential glide bomb. Tank is up the top there. He's going to manage to spot Terry, so no streaks this time on the side of Xcite. Once again, we saw D get close earlier. He was 1 kill away. Terry finished 2 kills away. But one thing they have done is completely flip this game on its head as they now take the lead. 10 points to the good. They will manage to clear out those players in the points. So now the close spawn's coming in through for Clinical. Rich is going to hop on the point. And it looks as though, as we get ready towards the P5, Charlie might just toy with the idea of trying to grab a couple of kills on the existing hill. He's not going to manage to do it. He's going to try and transition. He gets caught out. Terry is going to manage to drop Farzi in the process. But already, there's a bit of a battle potentially going to unfold over towards Ticket side. Charlie's going to run straight into Farzi. We know how difficult this hill is to hold a lot of time, and meanwhile, Farzi has just ripped through a fair few number of players. Terry's going to grab one, but again, trades ever present for both respective sides, so nothing separating these two teams. There's a couple of seconds go in favour of Clinical Esports from the initial time here on P5. And there is a man located right underneath CN here, or Charlie. Again, the calm before the storm. Desire going to get caught out in transition there. So there's one for Charlie up top. There's going to be another man just waiting underneath him here, and Tank's going to be spotted surely. How many can he grab here, Charlie? There's a second. Looking for the third. Oh, he's not going to quite grab any more, though. He was close. But more importantly, one thing that Xcite have got to be careful of is the rotation towards the next hill. We know how important this transition from P5 to P1 is, and the kill feed is very, very orange. There's one for Charlie in response, though. How many more can he grab? You can see that Terry's in the hill. Terry mops up one. Can't get the second, though, as the trade comes through from Rich. So, Xcite Gaming on the hill. CN just tucks himself away in the corner. And Rich with some nice shots there. Good reads as well, as his teammates are desperately trying to flood in towards the point just to try and reinforce him. You can see that Rich is just keeping his head down through all the madness that's ensuing around him. And Nooney's just going to get taken down from the side, and everyone on the side of Clinical Esports pretty much locked in now and ready to go. Xcite are going to have to try and punch their way through the front D. That's a good start, though. Grabs the first kill. How many more can he get? There's a couple of players just waiting. CN's waiting to push in. There's one for him. We'll at least take one man down. But again, the trades so far from Clinical living up to their name. There's one kill for Desire. Tank is just laying prone in the corner here. He might manage to catch him out. Oh my god. I have not seen the auto pistol for a long ass time. And I tell you what, Desire's made it work. I didn't even realise it was still a thing. But on towards P2. Go the players of Xcite Gaming. You can see D currently the standout performer, putting up some decent numbers. CN's got to try and keep an eye down this right-hand side. He does manage to clear off one. He will be dead to rights, though. Farsi in towards the hill he goes. There's one for him. The trades look clean again for both teams. And there's another big kill on the hill as Desire manages to grab himself his 5th in a row. And now, can he make the read to the players out the back? No, Rich is just going to catch him out when he least expects it. Terry's going to fall, and a clean break is looking pretty much imminent now from these boys. As they now get on the hill, Tank's going to mop up CN with the pistol. Likewise, though, D just hunting a few more players down. And it will be an orange kill feed once again, but more importantly, the kills out the back. Charlie with a one-on-one, but Desire wins a huge gunfight out the back, which is going to potentially still allow his teammates to get those close spawns. Where are those orange arrows going to spawn? You would anticipate it will be relatively close, and it will be. So CN's got a lot of work towards the front of the hill. Farsi manages to get out the back. They need to try and clear him out. Desire does exactly do that, so they will still be spawning out the back on him, but Clinical are in the hill. And again, can't even put a piece of paper between these two at the moment. It is back and forth. And Tank, he's in a position now to get some spawn kills. We know how brutal this can be, and never mind, they're going to spawn out here. Xcite Gaming have got a huge run to get over towards the hill. D's going to get potentially caught out in transition. Desire does a good job just to try and watch over the top of him. But the players are locked in. D's going to go straight into the blender. CN's been spotted on towards the top of 3rd. Or top of fire, apologies. And that kill feed, very, very purple. So Xcite Gaming were in a position to hold a huge chunk of time potentially on that hill, but Clinical Esports have just ripped it from them. And speaking of ripping, Rich is doing exactly that over towards this tower side. Does spot D underneath him. Did D spot him? No, he didn't. There's another one for Rich. You can see there the corpse of a man that was trying to push him out. So Ian's got a lot of work to do, but again, Xcite Gaming, they just can't seem to get a foothold in some of these hills as they manage to lose more and more important gunfights. They've got to be careful now because Clinical, they're past that 200-point mark. They've got to try and work their way in, but they've got to try and coordinate it as a group. They can't just throw bodies at this aimlessly, otherwise this is really going to get out of hand. There's one for Terry. Terry, look down. There you go. There's the second for Nooney as he manages to clean Farsi out, and that is a break. A much-needed one at that from Xcite Gaming. And Desire still going strong, 27 and 15 at the moment. He's really starting to put up some numbers here for Xcite. You feel as if he wasn't able to do this, his team might be struggling even more. Nice work, though, from D to lock down this left-hand lane. Charlie's just waiting to push in. Charlie with one, Charlie with two. He's managed to cut down both Terry, Yog, and D. Looking for the third onto CN, and three in quick succession for Charlie. Now puts him 4 in a row. And one thing they have to be careful of is feeding him potential streaks. And where's Borland? Hold that wood, brother. There you go. So, Xcite Gaming. They are only trailing by a few points, but my goodness, Clinical Esports are getting very, very close to this now. They need to try and get this done quickly and get bodies on the hill. That's exactly what they do manage to do, though. CN with some big kills. Are they going to read the spawns of those players out towards the warehouse? CN is at the top of third, but he is getting leathered by nades. And Farsi just running a route. Is Terry going to expect it? He is going to grab one before he falls. But his teammates are dropping, and now they're on the hill. CN needs to try and get this man off the hill quickly. Desire grabs a pick. It's getting a little bit messy towards the later stages of this Berlin, and they need to still keep players in and around the hill. Desire's got a really big opportunity here to grab a couple of kills in transition. Charlie's going to run straight in towards him. But Farsi's ever present again for the trade. And now Clinical, 25 seconds away. This is dangerous for Xcite. They only trail by 5, but they've got to push in the hill. Terry's got to try and make the play around the back here. Can he get some fortunate timing? Tag spots him, but Terry, that's a big pick. Can he stay alive in the back for long enough here to allow his teammates to make the play? He's got reinforcements near him. CN is here. Can he make the trades? Terry with one, looking for the second onto Charlie, and Terry gets the second as well. And they push in. Terry looking for the 3, and oh my goodness, Mr. Yog looking for a 4th. He can't quite grab it, but he enables his team to get in the hill. They need to try and stay alive, though. Desire has to stay up. He's got to stay up in the hill. He's got reinforcements, and there's another kill that comes through for Desire. D's going to punch his way in from the back. There's another pick. Looks for the second, and D heats up for 2. They only need 20 seconds. I don't think they can win off this hill. It says 15 seconds. It's going to be so close. We'll have to wait and see. They've got to at least get a split second of contest time, but one thing they can't afford to do is let Clinical get a big chunk of time off of this scrap, and that's exactly what they're going to do. So they will get the scrap time. They will be close, and Charlie, he's got an opportunity to upset all the odds here. There's one for Charlie. And oh my goodness, they're now going to win this. They're just going to pinch it at the end. Clinical Esports, they slip it out right underneath the noses of Xcite. And after a big resurgence towards the end where you're thinking Xcite are going to take it, they're not. And it finishes in favour of the lads in purple. We'll see the entry kills here from Nooney to get them in towards that P1. But they just let it slip at the end. Desire with some big numbers as well. And Dumpster Baby with the follow. Thank you very much, buddy. So, it is 1-0 to the lads in purple. Clinical Esports take it 250 to 242. And let me just sort out the score. But what a map one there, regardless. Very, very close. The lads of Xcite might just be kicking themselves a little bit with that one because it was looking like they were going to cause the upset towards the end of it. But unfortunately, just weren't able to. And it sees them 1-0 up now in the best of 5. So as you can see on the maps, guys, we have a triple Tuscan on the horizon. And if that map is anything to go by, we might have a very good series here between these two. Very, very close for stages of that hard point. And obviously the score right at the end pretty much sums that up. But the guys are obviously going to get lobbied up for map number 2. And a quick shout out to Charlie as well for the resub. Thank you very much, brother. It's worthy of a few of those as well. And mentioned, thank you very much for the follow, Dumpster Baby. It looks as though Clinical are going outside. Yeah, technically, I thought they had it, to be fair. I thought they had it. They were close. Not quite close enough. And Charlie just needs the toilet. Map 2 nerves. So we're going to have a little bit of a delay before we go in towards map number 2, guys. But yeah, the channel point redemptions are now back for the season. The
Suey.
So if you guys do want to use them, apologies, I turned them off for the LAN event and obviously a couple of the big tournaments that we were running. I can't keep spamming the chat with them for some of these big events, but obviously now we're back on the stream and it's just little old me. Feel free to use your channel points if you've got any. But if you are just jumping on board with us, guys, I will just show you the maps and the scores again. You missed a hell of a map 1 if you're just jumping on board with us. 250 to 242 to Clinical Esports. And we're now getting ready for Berlin Search and Destroy. And we are guaranteed at least 1 Tuscan out of a potential 3 from that control. But we'll see what Xcite have got in their locker for the Search and Destroy. And if you guys are wondering who are the players on both teams, we've got Terry Yogurt. I'm sure you know the name. Mr. Nooney, Charlie, D, and Desire. And then on the side of Clinical Esports, who we don't know a huge amount about, to be honest, is Rich, Charlie, Tank, and Farzi. But we are now lobbying up for our Berlin Search and Destroy. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we are. Cool. Hey, Major, how did you get into casting? Well, how long you got? Pretty much. I started doing it as a joke over a mate when we were playing League Play. And he was like, oh, you should try casting a game. So I did. Did a couple of league games. What was MCA at the time. Then did the Spring Open. That went very well. And just kind of been doing it since, mate. Just kind of stumbled across it. So, map 2, Berlin, Search and Destroy. Let's see what the boys have got in offer for us here in map 2. As mentioned, guys, if you did miss map 1, Clinical took it 250 to 242. And Clinical, they are going to be the team that gets us going on the attacking side first. And Tank going to be the man in charge of bomb here. As they maybe toy with an idea to maybe take it B. You can see Desire is just waiting right outside the entrance here of this P2 building. And Tank playing it really, really patiently at the moment at Clinical. They're not wanting to budge at all. But we'll see now. Oh, again, Charlie gets some really bad timing. He's just going to be keeping an eye on the top of third. And you can see that Terry is just going to be watching down that B side. They're still waiting for somebody to make a move here, Clinical, but they're running out of time. They've only got 35 seconds left to work with, and it looks as though the call is going to be to try and wrap this bomb over towards this A site, but D's going to be here. He had a really good map 1, did D. And now he's got an opportunity to maybe cause an upset and take down at least one of these players. Tank is now planting the bomb. There's the pick. There's one. Terry's going to grab 1 kill. Farzi is going to try and plant the bomb as well. Surely they're going to try and check this. Farzi, he's going to be dead to rights as well. Charlie's looking to try and mop up a few players. There's one for him. There is going to be another man ready and waiting around the corner. Can he get the second? Charlie just snaps onto the head of D. He will fall, so now it's all on Rich. He won't have the time. And the first round is going to go in favour of Xcite Gaming. But we just got a little sniff there of what Clinical Esports can offer us. Charlie with some very, very quick trades and kills. Almost gave them a bit of a lifeline in that one. And now we go into round number 2. We'll see what Xcite decide to try and do for this attacking round. D is going to be grabbing the bomb and running it over towards the B site. You can see that Farzi's going to be watching over the top, so he might get the info that D's there. Spots him transition over. The shots aren't going to be clean, though, but look at number 3, Charlie. Desire gets the first pick onto Farzi. just see the end of one gun. Desire's got to be careful here. Nice shots, though, from Charlie. Once again. Evens up the numbers. 3 versus 3. But they have to try and get these players out the back of warehouse. D is inside the site. Oh, D absolutely turns around and snaps onto Tank. There's 2 players up above here. I don't know if they know that there's 2 players below them. Terry's got to be careful. He will drop. And now CN, again, just playing it patiently, waiting for the right time. D is inside the site. Rich is going to spot him. He's just got to try and play his life wisely here to make sure that nobody can try and touch this bomb. They're just playing the timer. Meanwhile, CN mops up both players that try to go through. So smart work there from Xcite. Just playing the back of the warehouse like we've come to see a lot of teams doing. And we'll see the double kill coming through from CN. So 2-0 up go Xcite. It's a strong start from them, so we'll see if Clinical decide to try and mix it up. That first attacking round, they obviously took their time quite a bit with it. We'll see if they'll be a little bit more decisive here. It looks as though they're going to switch it up and take it over towards the A side. And Terry's going to be watching towards the outside here. Tank is going to be up top. Nice shots, though, from Terry for the first blood. Going to dip away with his life. He does have D inside the site, and I don't think they realise that Charlie is right next to him. Oh, my goodness. Spots him. Again, Charlie's going to be caught with the bomb in his hands as soon as he tries to plant it. Really unfortunate timing there for him. And now Rich and Farzi going to be the last 2 up. Nice shots, though, from Rich. The trade. Is it going to be quick from D? Off the top. He goes. Grabs one. So now Farzi, 1 versus 3 is required. Gets the first kill. And now he's got to try and reposition here to grab that bomb. The boys of Xcite, they know that the bomb is down over towards that A side. Farzi just has to try and reposition here. You can see that Xcite are playing it relatively close together. They're just awaiting an opportunity to try and make a trade here. 17 seconds means that Farzi has not got a lot of time. They're just going to wait in here, surely, for the moment that he picks up the bomb. There you go. Bomb retrieved. You can see number 8D now on the hunt. Going to try and check it. Opens the door. Oh, there's an opportunity for both kills here. They've got to be careful here. You can see D. He's just going to pretend to run away just quickly. And Xcite Gaming, 3 rounds in a row, looking very, very good on the search. It must be said, Clinical Esports, they don't really have much to offer so far. I can understand they're trying to play it patiently, but they're just not giving themselves enough time to really work anything. And Xcite Gaming now with a sizable cushion. We saw it in the series before, though. If you guys did miss the series between 22 Esports and Ricochet Ultra, 22 Esports, they were 3-1 up in the Berlin Search and Destroy. And then Ricochet Ultra just came back with an absolute vengeance. And a very spread approach here from Xcite Gaming. See, everyone is locked in. Just trying to play for that first bit of info. It looks as though Rich is more than likely going to have a gunfight shortly because there's 2 players in towards tickets waiting to push. Terry being one of them. He got the first blood in the last round. Can he manage to do it again? Or he's tagging up Rich. He's going to force him to back up, so they will get a bit more control of the site now. And Rich just playing for that information. When are they going to try and stick this bomb? Terry is going to push up. Got to be careful here, Rich, not to get caught out. Now, bomb is going to go down here from Terry. You see those players out the back, though. Farzi being one of which. Bomb goes down, and CN gets the first pick. So an important first blood goes in their favour. And number 3, Charlie, he's been around mid for quite a while here. And now he's going to try and use the opportunity to make the pinch. Is he going to check at the right time? He is, but Desire gets the pick. That's a really big pick on the flank. Doesn't allow them to work something from 2 angles. And D, off the top, goes one man. Farzi with some nice shots to take down one. Terry's going to go for the trade, though. He's got to be careful because he's just toying with him and his teammate. Meanwhile, he's going to help him out, but now it all lands on Tank. 16 seconds left. CN is just outside the site. It's planted for Hallway, though. He might get one, but it's going to be so difficult for him to grab the next one. Desire's just playing the time, checking it. He will tag him up, but he won't get the bomb, and it's going to be yet another round for Xcite Gaming that is going to come down to time. What is that? 3 out of 4 rounds now, I believe. Might even be 4, you know. Every single time it feels as though Xcite Gaming have just run the timer down, whether it would be bomb planted or just defending. And it now sees them 4-0 up here in map number 2. This is what me and Pablo talk about all the time. You can have one team looking very, very good in map 1, or a really close map 1, and then map 2 just turns to be an absolute blowout. I don't want to jinx it just yet, but Xcite Gaming, it looks as though Clinical haven't really got much on the board in terms of just trying to find a bit of a counter here, because Xcite Gaming, they're playing First Bloods really smartly. He's going to get in towards the site. He's going to be met by Charlie, though. Oh, peekaboo. There's one for D. Needs to try and play his life, though, because there is going to be tank nearby. Oh, he's going to get slapped with a nade as well, so 2 HP. The skin of his teeth. As the nade goes in. Forces tank to reposition. D's just going to go for the push here. They're going to force them out, though. They've got to be careful not to get caught, and CN is going to do exactly that. Round the back goes Terry. This is looking like another really, really clinical round here from Xcite, as now Tank is the last man up. Mr. Steno, how you doing, buddy? Welcome, welcome. And now Tank needs a 1 versus 4 here. He's just playing this patiently again, but this might be the 5th round, if my maths is all right, where Clinical, again, are running out of time. There's one. Needs to get another one. Oh, Desire's going to get spotted. He's going to have to go for the chow here. He's going to get caught out, though. He's going to get shot in the back. He's incredibly weak. Tank's still on the hunt, though. With 13 seconds left, he's going to have to leg it towards the site, but Xcite Gaming, they know he's going to be here. He's sticking the bomb. Surely Desire with the machine pistol. Peekaboo. There's the kill, and another round on the board for Xcite Gaming. They are looking faultless on this search and destroy. 5-0. Up they go now. And now, the lads in purple, they have got an uphill battle and a half. They need 6 rounds in a row without an answer from Xcite Gaming, and they haven't even managed to notch 1 on the board.
Cristiano Ronaldo, Suey.
And a Suey there for Mr. Steno. Rich gets info. They need to try and make this adaptation quickly, Clinical. We've seen so many times when Xcite Gaming have got the bomb down, they've done so well to defend it. Kobe nades over the top, going to try and catch a couple of players out. Terry is just going to break the doors, and D gets a big kill. D's going to have another gunfight pending, and he won't manage to win that next one. So now, can they manage to get out the back quickly enough here? They're being a lot more decisive here. Fuzzy, oh, the timing's awful. There's one for Terry, and now they're all falling by the wayside. It's all on Rich. He falls, and wowee, that's how you play Berlin Search and Destroy. If the other team's a little bit too tepid, 6-0 to Xcite Gaming, and they tie up the series. Well, after seeing map 1, this is the thing with Vanguard. I would say I anticipated a very one-sided search and destroy because we've seen it so many times, but after map 1, I didn't expect the 6-0. I will be brutally honest, but that was faultless search and destroy there from Xcite Gaming, and if their search and destroy is like that throughout the series, if they take it game 5, you're banking all your money on them at the moment, because Clinical Esports, they really, really struggled with that one. I'll quickly sort out all relevant stuff. So 6-0, there you go, guys. So just confirmation of the score. Xcite Gaming tie it up 1 apiece. So we are guaranteed that second Tuscan. And Stan wants a major Just Stan. So no 3-0 on this second series. And back to Mud Camp. So, Tuscan control here. We saw Tuscan control in the last series versus with Ricochet versus 22. Not losing S&D with the... Exactly, Sam. Exactly. The RAF search is just second nature. Doesn't matter what team you put them in, the search and destroy is always going to be there. So yeah, guys, getting ready for map number 2. Map number 2. Map number 3. I'm faded. Ignore me. Just chatting the premium was. So we're just waiting for the guys to pick their sides, and then we should be good to go. Tuscan time. The Tuscan Raiders, Keon. Wrong button. Yeah. So, what are you guys saying for map 3? Because map 1 and map 2, if you guys did miss it, very, very different. 250 to 242 for map 1, very, very close. And then we had an absolute blowout in map 2. So, yeah, make of that what you will. As we go in towards map 3, we are now just on Tuscan from this point onwards. Nice bit of variety from the lads. So Tuscan control is now on the horizon. And if you are just joining us, guys, these are the rosters for both the respective teams. Xcite. Some big performances there across the board, to be fair to them. Gonna overpower Clinical Esports in that map too, quite substantially. And so everyone is on their respective sides, and we are just waiting for the big green button to give us the go-ahead. 250 to 0 on a control, Keon. Or are you already looking forward to map 4? And Ghosty is saying map 3 is Clinicals. They did look very good in the respawn, to be fair, Clinical. Very, very good. And we are now loading into map number 3. Numero 3. Tuscan control. Oh yeah, and also guys, if you do obviously want access to VODs and all that other stuff, you'll see the YouTube link in the chat. Feel free to head over there. I have just batch uploaded loads of more of them from Twitch, so obviously they don't, because I can only keep them for a certain amount of time, so they're over there permanently on the tube of you. If you do need them, then feel free to grab your respective clips off screen, recordings and all that stuff. So, control, here we go. Xcite Gaming. Can they manage to grab 2 rounds, 2 maps, apologies, in a row? Or are we going to see something of, no pun intended, a clinic here from Clinical once again? Looks as though, again, A point is going to be pretty much the standard push here. They are losing quite a lot of gunfights, though, at the moment, are Xcite. The respawn ability of Clinical is definitely there for all to see. Nice kills, though, from CN at the moment. He's putting up some really big performances here in big moments for Xcite. He was good in the search. We'll see if he can manage to control it on this map as well. And another gunfight here for Desire. The shots are going to be enough to take Tank down. He's going to fly out the side of Church, though. But look at number 6. Charlie's on the flank. Oh, but they make the reads. They manage to make the reads. Charlie falls to the shots of D. CN manages to pick off Rich. Farzi will trade out 1, but that A point has already been secured. D looking to try and already progress down this left side of the map. Charlie with a big gunfight, and Charlie wins 2. Over towards that side. Both players line up. He clears out both. And D has managed to work himself out towards the back. But he's got a lot of work on his hands here to try and stay alive, because they know that he's going to be there. And meanwhile, Charlie is just waiting underneath P5. Looks as though he's waiting for the call. There's one for him, though. Charlie with the snapper once again. Farzi's going to try and fly himself around the corner, but Terry's going to have absolutely none of that. Tank is just watching the cross, though, for players that are going to try and transition out. He does spot 1. There's 1 for him. There's 2 for him. Nice work from Tank. He's looking for a 3rd as well, and Tank just mopping up the pieces, so that push has now been thwarted. Xcite Gaming back to the drawing board. They're going to go. Got to try and regroup and push in. They've got to try and stop Charlie here. Good work, though, from Nooney. Just sniffs it out this time. And they are playing quite far back here at the moment, so if Tank doesn't get another kill, there's an opportunity for them to maybe try and fly out, but Charlie out the back, ever present once again. 2 gunfights go in his favour once more. And my day's been very good, mate. I hope your day has been wonderful. So Terry with a pick onto Tank. Goes towards the bottom side of Church. You can see the Farsi still up here, but they managed to drop him as well. So 2 full. They've got to be careful not to drop any more, though. And that's 3 dead. Opportunity arises here for these players to maybe push on towards the point. You can see that CN is going on a really quick flank. How many can he grab? Oh, the shot's a little bit whiffy. There's one, though, for him. He's looking for the second. Oh, he can't quite get it. Farsi makes him pay just for missing even just a single bullet. He will get a really swift trade, though, but they're running out of time and they're running out of lives here at Xcite Gaming. They've got to go quickly, but they've got to try and resist the urge of just pushing aimlessly in. Terry up the top. He's going to get shot in the back. They're not keeping track of these players at the moment. And oh, Desire almost broke a few ankles. D is out the back, but I think Farsi's spotted him. He has. And with 4 seconds remaining, it looks as though this first attacking round isn't going to go in favour of Xcite. They're not going to manage to get it done. And Clinical Esports will hold on that defensive side. So now it's going to be the boys in purple to see what they try and muster up here in this next round. There's going to be a heavy A hit. CN's got to try and keep his head down. He will get caught with a nade. He won't manage to tag up a few of those players, and now Desire. We've seen him use his machine pistol to quite a lot of success at the moment. Obviously, the trigger finger not quite what it could be for him, maybe. Oh, the Tank on the point. There's one for D. Can't get any more, though. The trades need to be clean here from Xcite to try and stop this progression. They will at least get Nooney on the contest. He's going to have a lot of players, though, in and around him shortly if he doesn't try and get this man off of you. And he does take one down. But again, Tank at the moment is very, very efficient at just trading these players out. The A progression will start coming through once again. Just waiting for D to make the push. Nice shots from Tank. He is snapping onto people at the moment. And CN's going to try and make the play here from top 5. If he hits this quickly enough, Rich is surely going to be dead to rights if he checks out. There he is. Just waiting. There's one for him. Auto out. SMG, AR. He's done it with both. CN with some nice shots looking for another one onto Tank. But now they've got to be careful because Tank is working his way towards streaks. They can't afford to feed him here. They've got to keep an eye on how many kills he's getting. He only needs 2 now for a glide bomb. We'll see if he can make this efficient hit and try and bait his teammates out. D is going to be round this corner. There's one for him. Nice work there from CN, just mopping players up. Tank is still alive. He's playing it really, really patiently over towards this left side of the map to see if anyone pushes through. One player that will sneak through is going to be Terry, and he manages to drop him, so no streak's going to come through for Clinical. An important kill. Or CN just going to get caught pushing up a little too far. Desire's going to have to try and pick up a few pieces. He's going to bonk Charlie straight in the face with a nade, but so too will Farsi. Terry is going to try and reposition to maybe catch out a couple of these players. Oh, but the stun's out at the worst of times for him. And now D's going to have to try and clear out a few. He's not going to be able to do it. And now opportunity for the boys of Clinical to get this attacking round done. They've got 2 players on the point. The first tick's done. They've got to be quick. Terry's going to push in. He grabs one. Farsi, though, no, not going to quite be able to grab the second. He gets some shots into Desire, but it looks as though they're going to mop up all the remaining players. Charlie's getting leathered left, right, and centre, and D gets the broom out, sweeps out the remaining bits of rubble on the point. And now an opportunity for Xcite Gaming just to get locked into position. Farsi is going to go up through the top of radio. Just going to make sure that no one's here. He isn't going to come across anyone just yet, but look at Terry. He's pinching the pinch. Oh, shots into so many bodies, and now can D mop them up? There's 1, there's 2, there's 3 for D as he chews through all those players, and Charlie's going to mop up Farsi to have another full man wipe. It's now 7 versus 7. And you feel that Clinical have got one last go at it. Charlie is just tucked away in the corner. There's 1 for him. There's 2 for him. Can't get the third, but the damage looks as though it's already been done. And with Terry over towards radio, he's going to be the cut-off player. There's 1 for Terry. looking to try and dip out and just play his life here. Play it carefully, play it smart. Farzi's going to go onto the point, but there's another one for Terry. Can Terry get the third? No, he can't, but the kills are already in. It's now 2 versus 4. It's now a 1 versus 4 as Charlie sees himself the last man up with 2 seconds remaining. This round is done, and it goes in favour of the lads in orange. Xcite Gaming tie it back up, 1 apiece. It looked as though they had moments. I'm pretty sure they did manage to get more ticks, though, Clinical. I think they got the 1 tick on B, whereas I don't think Xcite managed to, if memory serves me well. So let's see what Xcite, again, decide to try and do here. Looks as though A is going to be the call. CN is going to get caught with a nade, but wow, that kill feed. Very, very orange off the start. There's 1 in the favour of the boys in purple, and there's the second as well. So instantly going to flip it back on its head. D is just going to be caught laying prone, but he will manage to get 1 kill, and he gets the second as well. Nice work here from D, just playing his life over towards this pillar. And that A point again has been captured very, very quickly, but the only thing that's really got away from these teams so far has really been the time. And D, just not playing his life as efficiently as he probably would have hoped, because he was on a 5 streak before he fell. And it's going to be another opportunity that goes missing for Xcite Gaming. No streaks. And Desire looking to clear out a few more players. There's 1 kill for him. You can see now he's just going to use this to try and push his way around the back. Oh, there's 1 for him. And now 2 full. When are they going to push on the point here? There's 1 man over towards Platt. I don't think they realise that Rich is here, though. They do trade him out. Desire grabs 1. Can Terry manage to reinforce his teammate quickly enough? There's 1 for Terry. There's going to be another few, though. There's 2 for Terry. Looking for the third as well on his left. He's going to potentially try and chal out here. Can he manage to break a few ankles? No, he can't. Farzi mops him up. But they do have a 4 life advantage, and while CN's in the back here, he is chewing through players at the moment, and the lives are really starting to get away from the team in purple here. Nice work from D. They're still making this a little bit messy on the defensive side of things. And Charlie grabs 1. Charlie, almost got the second. On to CN. But again, they're still here at the moment. They are turning this into a team deathmatch at the moment, or Xcite Gaming. Clinical just need to structure themselves a little bit here, because they're giving away quite a lot of lives. They now trail by 7, and D's on the pinch here. There's 1 for D. Another man up above him, or Charlie. Good shots there. Gives him not even a split second, and Desire off the top rope. Holy Rob Van Dam. Again, stopping that timer. That's what they need to do. That's exactly what they do. Can't win another gunfight, though, but every single time they just throw players from every single direction. And now they have no more respawns here, Clinical. This is looking like it's going down to lives, and it is getting brutal. Farzi does at least trade out 1. They do clear the man off the point here, but it's 10 versus 3. It's doable. Oh, God. Well, now it's probably not. Tank gets picked. Charlie. Oh, itchy trigger finger there. Gets the better of him. They know where he is. They've just got to go on the hunt here. They're just going to try and stack the hill here. Double stacks on. They're just going to force their hand here. Charlie's got to go. Charlie's got to go quickly. The second tick's in. The third tick is now pending. Charlie with 1. Charlie with 2. Can't get the third, but it looks as though the progression's coming through. But can Farzi manage to get this man off the point? The contest comes through. Desire. He's just keeping his head down. He's just milking the timer. Farzi. 1 versus 6 is needed. But look how much progression is on that B point. They are just leathering him with nades. There's 1 for Farzi, but the trade comes through, and Xcite Gaming, they break serve. They take the attacking round, and they now lead 2-1. That raw aggression over towards the B point really paid off in the second stage of that one. They managed to just butcher through the lives of Clinical Esports. And subsequently, they are now 1 defensive hold away from going 2-1 up in this series. If you guys did miss the first 2 maps, map 1 was incredibly close. 250 to 242 to Clinical. And then Xcite battered them on the Berlin search. Both 2 maps at the start were both Berlin. But Xcite won the search 6-0. And they are now on the brink of going 2-1 up in this series now. CN's going to get spotted. The heavy stack is here already. And now Clinical doing exactly what Xcite did in that round before. Oh, D's going to be a busy boy. Oh, Lee. Well, there's one for him. He's going to try and dip away, and he does manage to get away. Are they going to track him down? Nice movement from D just to try and reposition. He will take down a couple with him. That's all he had to do. On Farzi, he read the player pushing around that side, but the timing was just really, really rough for him. And Desire is attracting a lot of attention over towards this P5. He is going to, again, push through. Try and play the flank here. He's performing incredibly well so far in this series, D. There's another one for him. D looking for one, D looking for two. Finds both and clears out Tank and Rich over towards that P5 side. There is going to be Farzi as well. Just waiting inside. Farzi going to chow the corner. He's going to get backed up. But look at number 2. Terry, round he goes. He's going for the pinch hit. How many can he grab? Rich is dead. There's a freebie. And they are all trapped inside P5. Ooh, that's a bold chow, Nooney. Just going to opt to reposition. And nice smart work there from Terry Yog. Big kills in mid-map. Just leaking the lives away from them. He will get traded out, though, eventually by Farzi. And that aggression up the map will eventually come back to bite them. Tank has been spotted, though, up the top. And D's going to clear out that man in Farzi once again over towards Church. So Tank off the top. Terry, though, the hip fire. It's going to be really clean for him there. Rich has managed to slip through here. So now, is Terry going to back up here to try and assist these players? He has managed to get himself into P5, but now there's 3 men dead. They just need to flood the point here, Clinical. This is their best chance of getting this one done. CN's going to desperately try and work his way over through radio. Are they going to read this? They're probably not, to be fair. Oh, Rich, good work. That's a big kill. Grabs one. Who can they kill next? There's going to be a couple of kills going in favour of the team in orange, but they're still alive on the point, and they get it done in Clinical. They clap straight back with an offensive round themselves. Tie it up 2 rounds apiece. And I believe that Clinical might be on the defensive side here with those ticks that they got in the opening round. We will have to see. And they do. Clinical on the defensive side. Big, big plays from them. They got all the kills. CN and Charlie tried to make the play around the back. But Rich, with a really, really big brain play, just to watch that pinch, takes him down. And they get the progression completed. So Xcite now, they're going to need another attacking round. Desire instantly sniffs out that Farzi's on the pinch. This is a really difficult position here for Rich. Desire is still here over towards fire. Flies out around the corner. Tank this time, though, is going to be the man on the other side. And Rich now is on a 5 streak, so they really do not want to gift him anymore. Oh, Rich. Really quick reactions to get out of that one. And he does what he needs to do. He plays his life. So now will Xcite Gaming try and do exactly what worked for them last time. They played it so fast-paced. Charlie's going to pick one out the back. Look how deep, though, that Clinical are currently in their spawn. They got 1 man flat, but they got 2 players just located over towards the back. That was the part that played in their favour last time, Xcite Gaming. Just allowing that man out the back gave them a bit of free reign to cause a bit of mayhem. And now they're going to fly through as D chews through 2 players. There's still going to be Farzi on the point. He might be the game changer here. Drops one. CN grabs a pick, though. Rich is going to get spotted, and CN gets another as well. So big kills coming through. But now, this is the opportunity that Nooney managed to work so well last time. He's managed to get out the back. He's got on the point once again. But there's going to be a lot of players on the hunt for him. He's going to need a bit of good timing and some really good skill to go with it as well. The pistol comes out. He's not even going to manage to get one. But now D doing exactly the same. Xcite Gaming, they're doing what they did last time. They're just throwing bodies absolutely everywhere and seeing if Clinical have got a bit of a reply to it. They need to try and clear him out the back. A much better job, though. That time from Clinical as Farzi picks 1 man out. So they don't allow that man round the back. But look again. They're just rotating constantly round the back. Rich is going to be making that play. They're going to try and nade out. They're not going to get any kills. But Terry does meanwhile pick one off. And Tank is going to be watching all the way round. But now can CN and Desire get the pick? CN's been spotted. Oh, the shots are a little bit wayward, though. The teamwork comes through. Now can they make the play? Terry's over towards Platt. They know he's here. But can they pinch at the right time? Nades and tacticals are being lobbed at the point. Over towards Platt goes Terry. Can't get the kill. Can his teammates make the trades, though? That's the thing. They've only got 24 seconds left remaining on this one. Xcite Gaming's time has been completely disappearing away from them. But now the pinch comes through. Can Desire get one? No, he can't. D gets a couple, but he manages to actually drop his own teammate here. And this is a really big kill in the back, but Rich stays alive. And now Terry's desperately trying to get on the point. He can't do it. And now 15 seconds for Xcite Gaming to get on the point. This is looking bleak. It's looking really bleak. They're falling by the wayside. Clinical. It's been a scrappy one. It's been a messy one, but with 3 seconds left, they should get this one done. I don't think Nooney's going to touch the point. No, he's not. And Clinical Esports take yet another respawn. 3-2 in the control. And they now lead the series once again 2-1. And big kills from Charlie, especially 34 and 27 on the side of Clinical. And now we go into another respawn where Clinical are probably going to want to get this one done in map 4. Let me just quickly sort that out on the scores for you guys. There you go. So 3-2 to Clinical Esports. And now we're 2-1 up. We stay with Tuscan. Mr. Mould, how you doing, buddy? You should have the graphic on your screen, mate. Sorry, I've got a 30-second delay, so you're probably going to hear me say it when you've already seen it. So 2-1 to Clinical. And we now get ready for Tuscan hardpoint. How many Tuscans have we seen go the distance? And it wouldn't surprise me with these two if they do exactly the same once again. Let me just make sure I've got all the boys on the right sides. Excuse me. And it's as though I think everyone is now in and ready. We're just waiting on everyone to get it going. Oh yeah, Molds, we're always good, mate. We're always good if there's COD on the screen. You're always happy. Always happy. And we are now loading in to our Tuscan hardpoint for map 4. And if you guys missed map 1, it finished 250 to 242 on the Berlin, so don't be surprised if this one is an absolute banger as well. That is all I will say. And we have had so many Tuscan hard points, myself and Pabs, which have ended so close. All I will say is P5 to P1 rotation. If you know, you know. That is usually the game changer here on this map. So in we go, Clinical. Can they manage to get it done in all the respawns? After map 2, they're going to be hoping for it, that's for sure. They're very good in respawns. They've just got a lot of raw firepower. So now, can they keep this man quiet on your screen? Nooney. Oh, it's going to be a team nade, actually. They manages to shut one man down. Charlie is going to get on the point, but just going to get shot in the back by D. So a really strong start here from Xcite. Last time, Clinical, they managed to get a really clean opening to the hard point. Can they manage to do the exact same thing here again? CN is going to be in towards middle map. Over off the top rope is going to be Farzi. And 30 points off of a P1 here on good side is pretty decent here. If you're Xcite, you're taking that. And they are going to clean up those remaining players. And more importantly, they do have a body over towards the new hill already in the form of Charlie. And it's going to be Charlie versus Charlie. Who's going to come out on top? It's going to be CN on that occasion. And a big kill there just to try and get that top plat control. And CN's not going to be able to grab any more, though. And Terry looking for more. Oh, not going to get any more, though. And his teammates are kind of falling by the wayside. That's a very, very clean set of kills there coming through from Clinical. This P2 is looking very much by name, by nature, as they find themselves combining at the moment for 9 in a row between Rich, Tank, and Charlie. And there's another gunfight that Tank is able to win. Charlie 4 in a row. Got to be careful. There's 2 players here. How is he not dead? Tank's actually going to help him out. So now Tank's going to be closer towards Streaks. They've got to be careful here. Xcite. They need to win the rotation, but more importantly, they can't afford to feed Streaks here to Tank, who's going to fall. First glide bomb down the bin. That one's not happening. Charlie, though. Boy, hold that. Absolutely snapped. So he's going to be another man in CN, though. And this time, he comes out on top of it. And again, an opportunity potentially wasted for Streaks. He's going to spot one man over towards Tiles in the form of Rich. So he's got to try and play his life on the hill here. There's 2 players ready and waiting, and Desire's out the back here. How many can he grab? There's 1 for Desire. There's 2 for Desire. Good work, but he needs help, and he needs it quickly. There's going to be a man wrapping all the way around the back to try and clean him out. He's not going to have the ideal gun, though, for the second one, is Tank. Now Charlie flying around at those players, looking for more. But the kill feed lights up orange just for a little bit once again. So I'm going to have to try and keep his head down here. The hip fire comes through again. Tank, though, ever present. There's still a decent chunk of time on this. Is Nooney going to check the right corner? Tank's waiting. And a big kill there means that that scrap time will go in favour of Xcite. And the way these 2 teams are going, every second is going to count. There's only 10 seconds separating them. Now 11. As we go over towards the infamous Churchill, which we know can be incredibly messy. Going to try and make the break, though. Oh, that is awful timing there. Charlie going to reposition. He's got teammates around him, though, and that's really good teamwork there coming through from the boys in orange. Farzi is located over towards the front. And Desire's going to spot Rich. Oh my god. Rich just absolutely fries him off of that heady. And CN just going to try and toy with a few players out the front. Let's pick up the preferred weapon of choice here. But now Farzi, he's managed to get out the back. Good reads, though, from Terry and his teammate there in CN. The team shots just absolutely melt Farzi before he's even given the opportunity to take out one. And once again, Charlie just throwing himself at his opposing number. But P5 is not easy to hold. They do get an initial set of kills, and nice work again from Desire. Another couple of kills come through for Xcite Gaming, and now where are they going to try and push through here? They're going to try and push through towards the tile side. They're going to have absolutely none of it, though. D's going to try and mop up what remains of a few more players as they try and just tumble their way in through the front door. Rich, nice shots to take down one. Again, CN, though, just playing his life really well in the hill, and at the moment, him and Terry are really putting up a huge amount of time. And look at the lead that Xcite Gaming have managed to completely accumulate in, what, 2.5 hills. They have absolutely battered Clinical Esports, not only in terms of kills, but also in terms of time. CN will finally get taken down, and it feels as though they're going to finally get a little bit of time here. Desire will get spotted. Terry, though, on the hunt, looking for the trade. That's exactly what he's going to manage to do. They need to try and stop the bleeding here at the moment, Clinical. They need to stop this lead from being pushed out further, because now it stands at around 80 seconds. So they need at least 2 solid hills here if they're going to be back in with a shout of this one. Nice work, though, from Rich. A big couple of kills just to try and fend off a few players. A little bit of a pre-fire as well coming through, but it isn't going to be enough just yet to get any picks. And Desire gets 1 kill. And you can see that Farzi just located in middle map. Terry Yog, though, stops him from pushing through. Just that a little bit more. But now, this 20 seconds is arguably something that Clinical Esports are not going to want to give Xcite Gaming at all. Because this is going to put them very, very close to the 200-point mark. And that's when we start to see the panic sinking in for some of these teams. That's when we start to see the frantic pushes, the single-file pushes. but then eventually can result in a team being 100-point clubbed here, and it's looking very, very brutal at the moment as D, again, just on the roam for players. And they're on P2. The time is ticking. And they are getting so, so close to seeing this one out in an emphatic style at the moment. Terry keeps his head down well enough for just a split second, but it's not going to be for long enough. Desire, he's got to play streaks here. 5 in a row. Can he get the 6th? No, he can't. Charlie makes him pay just for missing a couple of bullets there. And meanwhile, in towards Church. Rich is going to grab 1 kill. The second will be on his teammate, however, and it looks as though Terry's going to get back on the hill once again, but big kill from Charlie just to stop him from doing so. They are still throwing quite a lot of bodies at this one, and the cushion that Clinical Esports have got to try and claw back here has just allowed Xcite Gaming to rotate early here, but these next gunfights are really, really important for them here. Rich has to go huge in the back. Terry's going to have absolutely none of that. And the new hill pops. They've got to try and work some magic here. Can they punch in? No. D grabs one. CN grabs another. Desire's going to get taken down on the right-hand side. So now, opportunity for these players to try and maybe coordinate a push to the players over towards the hill. They are double stacking it quite heavily at the moment. So now can the SMG duo come through? D with 2. Terry with 1. Can't get the second. Tanks in. But they need to try and keep him alive. They can't do it, though, because Desire is just anchoring out towards the back. So, again, they're going to have to try and push their way through. Can they do it quickly enough, though? Because time is ticking. D's going to manage to grab one, but the kill feed lights up purple. But they don't know that Terry's here. Terry with 1. Can't grab any more. And Clinical, they will breathe a sigh of relief. But again, Xcite Gaming, they can just opt to throw bodies on scrap time. And all they've got to do is do it for a couple of hills. And this map is pretty much going to be done. Big important kill coming through from D once again. We've seen teams hold off well on Tuscan sometimes, but it is just such an action-packed map that it's so difficult to do it consistently on over a set of hills. And especially when we go into Churchill, which we know can be so back and forth. And this is potentially the break. Farsi has to go huge. This is really big time that they cannot afford to give them. Farsi, though, with really big kills. And his teammates now in a position to get locked in. Charlie's going to be watching down this field side. Is D going to check the corner? No, he's not. There's one for him. He's going to fly around the corner on towards Desire. Potentially a little bit overzealous there with that one. But Farsi, once again, mopping up the pieces. 4 in a row now for him. And they are locking down Church at the moment. CN, though, with 1. This is a really big kill if Farsi can get it because it's going to put him closer to streaks. He can't get it. CN somehow manages to win the second gunfight. And now Xcite Gaming, again, still battling for potential scrap time. But this time they're just going to opt to try and go for P5 here and get it done on this one. He's going to be watching down low. They need to watch the players over towards the front. And he's going to get caught out with an A, but it doesn't matter. He still gets the kill on towards Farsi. But they're on the point. Clinical going to try and get him out the corner is D, and he gets the point. He gets the kill, and now the time is ticking. They need to throw bodies at this Clinical. They need to go quickly. They need to at least get a contest time on here. Tank with 1, looking for the second. Tank with 2. Desire is there again with the trade, but Rich is there. And now with 7 seconds remaining for Xcite, this might get really messy. They've got to just coordinate one final pusher on a hill that we know can be so difficult sometimes to get in, but now they're in. 5 seconds remaining. Clinical have got to get a contest in. Can Rich go huge again? No, Terry slams the door in his face, courtesy of some MP40 bullets, and Xcite Gaming, they take the hard point, and we are going to Game 5. 250 to 191. And it's all going to come down to a Tuscan search and destroy with these guys. Desire there, going absolutely huge. There you go. 2 apiece. And let me quickly sort out match scores. 250 to 191. Boom. There you go, guys. So, map 4 complete. And we now go to our 3rd and final Tuscan. We are going to see this series out towards the end. And if map 2 was anything to go by, the boys of Clinical Esports, they're going to have to put on a clinic now, because that map 2 was brutal in Search and Destroy. If you missed it, guys, it was... Obviously, the score says it was very one-sided, but if you watched it as well, it was a bit of a battering. We're just waiting for the guys to pick their respective sides, which they have done. Let me know that they're ready. And Tuscan Search, we know how back and forth this map can be. Xcite Gaming, though, in that map 4, especially towards the middle portion, they did incredibly well. Tuscan S&D is Terry's playground. It is the Tuscan Raiders, Sam. Mr. Noon's very, very good at Search. But to be fair, his team as a whole, very, very efficient at Search and Destroy from what we saw in map 2 anyways, but don't count the boys of Clinical Esports out just yet. It wouldn't surprise me if we all of a sudden see a 6-0 for them, so welcome to Vanguard. That's how it usually goes. Wow. You know the vibes. Exactly, Sam, exactly. Right, looks as though everyone's in and ready to go. Game 5 time. Will the boys of Xcite Gaming manage to get it done in 2 Search and Destroys? There's a reason they say that Search and Destroys wins your series. And in towards map 5 we go. Tuscan Search and Destroy is going to be where it all comes to an end. Ghosty wants another major soon. Cheers, Ghosty. Appreciate it, mate. Are we playing some Minecraft after this, Mr. MC? We might damn do, Hans. We might damn do, if you're lucky enough. It's the bank holiday weekend. 4-day weekend, by the way. So what better way to kick it off than a nice cheeky game 5 in the ACCL, eh? Between Xcite Gaming and Clinical. And first blood already comes through for the team in purple, so a much better start from them sees them now 1 life up. Farsi is over towards the right-hand side, and number 7 here in Charlie's just going to get really aggressive in towards mid, so now all of a sudden Terry and Desire are in a very difficult position, and they need to clutch up in a 2 versus 4. Next pick has to be orange, you feel. Is he going to check this corner? Nooney's, oh, he checked it, but Charlie did not miss a bullet on him. Absolutely fries him. Charlie going to go for the challenge. Charlie gets the second as well. Big kills coming through from him and his team to grant themselves the first round. You'll see here the movement here from Charlie. Snaps onto the head of Desire. And Jurgen wants a major soon. Oh yeah, apologies there, Matt. I don't have enough hands to do the map count in in chat. My bad. The map count's always accurate at the top of the screen though, unless I've ballsed it up. I'll tell you if I do though. I got you. So in towards round number 2 we go. Xcite Gaming going to be the team on the attack, and oh my goodness, there's a headbutt. Charlie grabs one. CN though with the instant trade. And look where that bomb is. Clinical Esports have got a really, really awkward spot. You little flirty boy, Mateusz. I love you too, buddy. So, you can see Rich is going to try and work in towards P5, but look where these two players are. Oh, CN's going to fly at the corner. He's got to be careful not to gift them a little bit of a pick back here, because it might grant them a way back into this round. Still 3 versus 3. Arzi, can he get some good timing here on a couple of players? Also keep an eye on number 6 here. Desire's going to get caught out. The long flank pays off. And now, next kill has to be Orange. If Xcite are going to take this, they are going to manage to grab one. You can see, though, Farzi knows he's in the corner. Surely the trade is imminent. It is. But now it's all on D. But have they got enough time to get and plant the bomb? They don't. D's just got to try and play his life here. D just tries to run away. He needs to get away from them here. They're desperately hunting him down. Tank's going to fly right at him, but they're going to run out of time. And Xcite Gaming, courtesy of the timer. We saw this happen all the time in Map 2. Clinical Esports, I don't think they have somebody with a watch or an eye on the clock, because how many rounds get away from them courtesy due to timer is absolutely incredible. In the Berlin, I'm pretty sure every round apart from maybe one got away from them because of the timer and because they didn't act quickly enough. If they act quicker, they'd probably get these rounds done. But Xcite Gaming just keep getting gifted lifelines into these rounds, courtesy of Clinical just not being quick enough. And Xcite are going to play behind the pick once again. Nade's ready for Farzi. Tagged up with a nade. Ducks for cover. Rich gets the first blood, meanwhile, in towards top fire. So Terry with bomb. Where's he going to decide to try and take this? Charlie is over towards P5. Is he going to spot him if he pushes through? Terry's got to try and make the play here. You feel Terry's got to do it. This next pick is going to be important. Terry's got bomb, though. If he drops here, this is going to be really, really awkward. He does get the pick, though. Terry gets one. But now Charlie just playing patiently in P5. He hasn't moved all map long. Is he going to check the corner? CN is. But I'll tell you what, it doesn't matter. And now it's all on Nooney. Terry Yog. Got to go huge here for the boys. Nice kill onto Tank. But with 15 seconds left, is the timer going to get the better of him here? He's got 10 seconds to try and at least plant the bomb. He's got to try and do something here. He's only got a few seconds to try and get it down. And I think, unfortunately, he's just hesitated a little bit too long. Charlie spots him. Charlie gets the kill. And Clinical Esports take another round. 2-1. And Charlie at the moment is really leading the charge. Him and Farzi combining for 9 in just 3 rounds. And on the flip side, Rich and Tank just kind of trundling along. The Desire and D at the moment still awaiting their first kill. Nades are coming through. Oh, they're going to back up one player. And Charlie again. My God, he's turned into an absolute monster here in Game 5. And everyone's falling by the wayside. This round has got away from Xcite Gaming so quickly. Desire spots Rich. There's one pick for him. Oh, there's 2 for him. Rich, hello. He's made a round out of it now. 1 versus 2. 35 seconds left on the clock. Farzi's checking out the back here. Is Desire going to run straight into him? Oh, he's going to tag him up. Oh, that's a bold chow from Desire. Probably too bold. Oliver. Hello, handsome. How are you? Ollie, have you gone to Toronto? Or am I faded? I swear I saw that you were going to Toronto. Hope you're well anyway, mate. I haven't seen you in the chat for ages. Look at that little first sub badge. Very handsome, very handsome. So, Farzi, 4-0 at the moment. Still yet to drop. And Nade's being cooked. Another first blood goes in favour. And, oh, African Esports with the raid of 28. Thank you very much. You've joined us at the right time. You've joined us for a Game 5 here between Xcite Gaming and Clinical Esports in the ACCL. And it's been a really back and forth series at the moment. And I'll tell you what, at the moment, Clinical Esports are looking very, very good here in Game 5. Desire and D. Now we're going to have to try and clutch up here in a 2 versus 3. Yeah, big ups for the raid, guys. Appreciate that. Desire. Is he going to check the right corner? Tank. He spots his ankles. Tank's just playing it so patiently. Desire's going to get caught out. D now needs to make the play. 35 seconds left. When's he going to try and peek this, if ever? Is the timing going to be good to him? He gets the bomb. He's got 25 seconds left. He's got to decide. He's got to go quick. If he's going B, he's got to absolutely leg it. 16 seconds left. If he gets this down quick. Clinical, they're not going to have a clue. Bomb is now going down. Can D get away? This is a really big round here for Xcite Gaming. If he clutches this up, might be a bit of a swing of momentum here. Oh, the next pick, he might get it. Tank's going to run straight into him. Oh, but he does manage to stay alive. Now the reinforcements, courtesy of Charlie. Is Charlie just going to try and stick this? He is. He might manage to catch them both out here. There's one man, and the last man's on the bomb. Is he going to check it? He's not going to check the bomb. He's going to get the defuse. Charlie's just going to hold it. He's going to stick it, and it's going to be another round on the board for Clinical. Oh, man. Opportunity to clutch up in that one. But he just didn't realise that Charlie was still sticking it. Didn't check the bomb quick enough. And Clinical now with a 3-round advantage.
Cristiano Ronaldo, Suey.
There you go, Andy. So into round 6 we go. And you really feel that if Xcite Gaming don't get this one, this is going to be rough. Oh, Nooney's being absolutely leathered with nades over towards the A site. Somehow, though, the regen of health comes through just before he gets hit with the second nade. And D just waiting patiently, bottom mid. Looks as though Desire's going to have to be the man to make the play if they try and push through P5 here. There's going to be a lot of bodies coming through here. Tank, Charlie, and Rich are all waiting for the green light to go. Desire has to probably at least take one, you would feel. Otherwise, they are going to flood that B bomb site. Just shouldering it. Pushes imminent. Oh, did he spot those players? Did he spot those players? I'm pretty sure C ended. He's just waiting before he makes the pinch. There's a big gunfight out the back, though, waiting. Is he going to check the right corner? Tank's going to spot CN, so there's the first pick. And now the players flooding on towards the point. The bomb is now going down. Charlie's getting tagged up, though. He's going to still try and stick this bomb, and Charlie isn't going to get the kill, though. He's not going to get the kill. Tank's a little bit stranded over towards this site. Rich, though, leathering up players again, once again with bullets, but now he's left in the 1 versus 3. Will take one down. Is he going to manage to get Nooney? No, he's not. And Xcite Gaming with a very important round. A much-needed round at that. And we'll see here Terry just mopping up Rich for that final kill. And if they can just claw back another couple of rounds here, Xcite Gaming, you feel if Clinical get to 5, this might be done and dusted. One man they need to consistently keep quiet is going to be Charlie. Oh, Terry, good spot. Tags up Farzi, who is just going to dip away. And Tank gets the first blood with the nade and onto D. So Terry does quickly retrieve the bomb, but this next pick is important. CN's got to be careful not to overchow this one. They need to try and push this as a team. And see Charlie just toying. Oh, the timing is absolutely woeful for Desire. Oh, Mr. Whittle. Thank you very much, Tom. What a handsome man. Thank you very much, buddy. Oh, Terry gets a pick out the back. They managed to sniff out Charlie, who was making the play. So arguably the MVP so far for this map has fallen once again. Yeah, thank you very much, Tom, for that. Really appreciate that, mate. 3 months, new badge. Looking beautiful. Looking beautiful. No, Terry's going to try and get bomb down here. Oh, Terry spots another man. So now that's another important kill coming through from Terry. 4 in a row now for him. He is going to get taken down and they're not going to get the bomb down. So that was some really good timing. They're going to just hop on it straight away. And a really important pick from CN now leaves Rich. Last man up. They get the info. They know where he is. What do you mean, starstruck? It's outrageous, mate. If you see me, come and speak to me. I'm not an animal. I'm not a beast, I promise. Rich, can he get one? He gets the first pick. 15 seconds left. Needs to regen his health, though, if he chows this out. Surely going to be dead to rights, and he is. So another round on the board. Xcite Gaming, 4-3 is now the score. They only trail by 1. Tom, are you going Newcastle? Come and speak to me, baby. I'm not horrible, I promise. If you want a hug, I'll give you a hug. Oh, big kills coming through. So big. Stop it, you. Enough of that. Oh, CN gets the first blood. Xcite Gaming. All the momentum is with them at the moment. Another nade comes through. CN, another kill. 4 in a row now for him. Doing exactly what Nooney did in the round prior of just getting a big bunch of kills. Animal in the sheets. I mean, I don't want to speak or brag. I like to remain modest, but just saying. Just ask Hams. He was my spooning buddy. So, Chank, Tank, and Farzi. 2 versus 4. Oh, and Tiny with the sub. Thank you very much, buddy. Hopefully get a cast over you soon again, Jay. Thank you very much for that, buddy. Whoa. Holy, keep your head down. Farzi's on the hunt. Pistol out. He's going to audaciously fly over towards Terry, and Xcite Gaming take yet another round. 4-all now. The comeback is well and truly on. They were trailing by 3. They tie it back up. Gonna run the tune. I rate that. Absolutely, mate. I'll get the Sambucas out. We'll go mad. Blue Carrot, great casted, bro. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. So round 9 underway. And courtesy of Mr. J Tiny's resub, is it going to give them even more hope? Charlie's just going for it through mid. Oh no, Charlie's giving away his position. He's going to go straight towards bottom church, so the info's there. They need to get Charlie out of L. He's been an absolute menace when he's been in this position. Can he get another though? Terry makes it messy. There are kills here, there, and absolutely everywhere as it now sees Farzi and Tank in a 2 versus 3. Tiny, are you going to Jay, are you going to Newcastle? I want to see you there. No excuses. Never had a Sambuca. Oh, Tom, I'll get you a Sambuca, mate. You'll love it. Oh, big pick comes through from Nooney. Tank is now in a 1 versus 3. He's been spotted by Desire. Oh, got to be careful. Got to be careful. Nooney's going to be caught with the bomb. Oh, but now the bomb's gone down and Nooney's still alive. Oh, this is not a chow you want to take. He's getting hit with everything in the kitchen sink. And Nooney gets yet another kill. Xcite Gaming have completely switched this game on its head. 5-4 up. They now go 4 rounds in a row. And they don't look like they're stopping anytime soon. Clinical Gaming, they need a regain round here. 1 more round to Xcite Gaming, and this series is done. Charlie's doing his utmost, but so too is the man who's a whopping 4'8", Terry Yog. He's going to hate me for saying that. He knows I love him, really. Now, nade over the top here from Rich. Isn't going to manage to clog anyone, though. Desire's going to back up here. They're going to try and push this through B. And CN's going to be here. Spots Charlie. There's one for him. This might get brutal. He needs to try and stay alive here. Farzi is just going for the trade. Absolute brutal aggression coming through from him there. And they have got them a little bit pincered in here. D has an opportunity. Oh, he's going to get tagged up. He's going to get tagged up. He just needs to play his life here, D. He needs to play it smart. Desire spots tanking towards church. The info is there for them. But Nooney again with another big pick. Terry Yog is commanding the game 5 here. Terry Yog ripping wigs. Oh my goodness, he's absolutely cleaned out Farzi and now it's all on Rich. 1 versus 3 required to keep his team alive. His man's waiting around the corner. D can't get the kill though. Rich somehow stays alive. And can Terry maybe get the final nail in the coffin done here. 6 in a row now for Nooney. He's not slowed down. Bomb will get retrieved. Where is he going to run it? It's going to go over towards B. Rich is surely going to be dead. Rich is dead. Game, set, and match. Xcite Gaming. It looked for moments like it might be away from them, but it's not. They keep up the moments of clutch control, and they manage to see it over the line. 6-4 in the search in the end. 5 rounds without an answer from Clinical. And deserved winners here in this Division 3 clash. And Mr. Terry Yog, loved in the scene. And deservedly so, with a huge set of rounds there for him and his boys. And Xcite Gaming, they manage to secure the win. I'll quickly update the score. There you go, guys. Xcite Gaming, congratulations to those boys. Commiserations, though, to the boys of Clinical Esports. I've not cast over those lads before, but they look like a really, really solid team. They had moments in that where they could probably argue they could have won the series from it. Unfortunately, though, they aren't going to be able to. And it is going to be the boys of the colour orange that will wave their flag high tonight, ready for the bank holiday. I'll just quickly sort out the replay clips for you guys. Let me just make sure. There you go, guys. So that is going to be the second of my 2 series tonight. Thank you very much, guys, for all tuning in. A big shout out as well to African Esports for the raid, and a big shout out as well to Jay, to Tom for the subs. Beautifully handsome people. And yeah, to everyone who's tuned in. Thank you very much, guys, for dropping by the stream. The numbers, again, from you guys for every single game is absolutely mental. So thank you so much. I appreciate every single one of you that drops by and gets hyped in the chat as well. It makes it all the more exciting when you guys get involved with it as well. Thanks, mate. Oh, anytime, Charlie. You're more than welcome, buddy. You're more than welcome. And Blue... Oh, good to see the sportsmanship coming through there. Yeah, Blue, you've got a very solid team there, mate. You've got a very solid team there. So I haven't seen those lads in ACCL if this is their first season. And, yeah, they're a solid team, Xcite, so... Cheers for casting, Major. Anytime, Ignore. Anytime, buddy. More than welcome. So more than happy to cast over the talent of COD. But, yeah, guys, that is going to be it for me this evening. We will, again, as you guys know the drill, see if there is anyone that we can raid and just make their weekend a little bit better. Oh, I'll tell you what. We're going to raid Dane. If you don't know who Dane is, where have you been? Arguably the most handsome man in the scene. 1 second. Raid Daquani. There he is. But yeah, guys, that is going to be it from me this evening. Thank you very much, guys, for tuning in. You guys, the support you show is just mind-blowing. I always say the same thing over and over again. I'm like a stuck tape, but I do mean it. Thank you very much. But that is going to be all the Call of Duty action for this evening. We will be back, though, tomorrow. You know the drill. It's bank holiday. Of course we're going to have some games on. We've got some more Division 2 ACCL action tomorrow for you guys. I believe at 8 o'clock, if memory serves me well. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow, hopefully with my northern compadre alongside me. But yeah, thank you very much, guys. I will see you all tomorrow for some more Call of Duty action and see your handsome faces on the timeline as per usual very, very shortly. But yeah, thank you again, guys, and I'll see you later.